These niggas would wake up at 4:30 a.m. and chase behind the coach's car. He had a truck. They would just chase behind the coach's truck. That's how they started off practice every morning. It was just irregular. Everything was like not okay. Like everything was fake and everything was weird. Like, and then their next practice was just like, it was on OSU campus. They felt like they was at OSU, but they weren't. So the next practice.
This dance. Now you see me, now you don't. Knocks down the beautiful.
This is Sports Be Trippin, where we find out why they tripping about sports, and we give it to you raw and uncut, and we only kick the facts. This is Roy Johnson, the now infamous coach of Bishop Sycamore, which was depicted in an HBO film called BS High, where he was shown writing bad checks in his mother's name and beating up his girlfriend in front of his players on his fictitious football team. Today we have an exclusive interview with one of the team mothers that's going to give you a more detailed behind the scenes story about how he put this team together. Let's get to it. So how did he recruit, your son to play for Bishop Sycamore? Like how did your son even get in contact with him?
He's a DM artist. He would look up so my son was so in Ohio, you could look up a list of the top 500 linebacker, or the top 500 quarterbacks, or the top whatever with high school OSHA or whatever. My son was top 300 in the nation, and that's how he found him.
Oh, okay.
And he just DM'd him. Yeah, he just DM'd him. And he just got on his Twitter, and he was all on his Twitter like, bro, I got you. And then he did have them. He had people from everywhere. He was talking to people everywhere, all these different colleges. He was talking to the coaches, you can come here.
Yeah, where did the team practice at?
Bruh, you don't want to know that story. These niggas would wake up at 4:30 a.m. and chase behind the coach's car. He had a truck. They would just chase behind the coach's truck. That's how they started off practice every morning. It was just irregular. Everything was not okay. Everything was fake and everything was weird. And then their next practice was just it was on OSU campus. They felt like they was at OSU, but they weren't. So the next practice will be you just running up and down a field at OSU, but you're not even supposed to be there for them.
Did they have the team all fly out, or did they drive? How did they get around to play all these different teams?
They would fly, but so unfortunately, I fell victim to the story, and they left that part of the movie out. I did help them. It was the craziest thing ever. IMG helped quite a bit with the funding for the kids. They stayed in a mansion, and they were happy, and posting stuff on their social medias and all that. Yeah. I did have to help them. And when they said in the movie, when he was when it started, he was yeah, it was just me and a couple moms. Yeah, that was just me and the white lady. It was just me and her.
Quarterback's mom?
Yep. It was just me and her. We took care of the whole situationship.
Thanks for watching part 1 of our broadcast, and please subscribe and share for part 2.